Matthew Sluka, the UNLV quarterback, is leaving the program after he says he wasn't paid $100,000 that was owed to him. According to Sluka's agent, the verbal agreement was offered by an assistant coach in the program. Sluka says that he's only received $3,000 of that NIL deal and has made multiple attempts to work with the university to get the remaining funds. So UNLV put out a statement saying essentially that he threatened them. And it said, quote, UNLV athletics interpreted these demands as a violation of the NCAA pay-for-play rules as well as Nevada state law, end quote. Now, in 3 games, Sluka threw for 318 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, rushing for another 253 and a score. The Rebels are undefeated right now. Rodney, do you feel like Sluka made the best decision for his future?
If he wants to become an agent, absolutely. If he wants to be a football player, not so much. I feel like, in football locker rooms, loyalty is everything. You have to be a leader of men, especially at the quarterback position. When you abandon your guys for a reason such as this. Now, I understand, like in the NFL, there are holdouts. This is very different. To start a season and then try to negotiate, I think is going to leave a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But I kind of commend it, though. I respect it. I honor it. If the man feels like he's been slighted and shorted, and he's trying to do whatever he can to secure his future, his family's future, then rock on. But this is going to be an interesting thing to see play out. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely feel like they kind of called each other's bluffs on this. Like, I'm sure they've been, behind the scenes trying to work on this. You got to get stuff in writing. That's the first thing. You got to get it in writing. And it does suck because I do feel like he's quitting on his team. I hadn't heard of Matthew Sluka, but I'm sure moving forward, we would have heard of them because they have been playing so well. They could have made it into the college football playoffs at the rate that they were going in the conference that they're in. I mean, he's probably, though, not going to make it to the NFL. And so in his mind, he's like, I have to get my money on the front end. They also had another running back that just up and left. He said it had nothing to do with NIL because he hadn't received a dime from them. So I don't know what UNLV and Barry Odom are doing down there, but don't offer nobody no money and don't do it. I feel like it was I think it was Bomani Jones. He was just on something talking about how he felt like it was better when people was getting paid under the table because you was getting your money.
Yeah. There's so many people trying to figure out the loopholes. We talked about this recently. This is still an evolving business format and formula, right? So this is we're in a bubble right now. At some point, it's gonna pop, and things will be a little bit smoother, I feel like. But this is an interesting case because I'm wondering if there are going to be players who have incentivized NIL deals. Right? Like if you hit a bowl game, if you win X amount of games, score X amount of touchdowns, do you get paid more or less? Because NFL contracts and professional athlete contracts are structured in that way. Mm-hmm. So for Sluka and other players in collegiate sports, it's going to be interesting to see if this is the first domino that will create somewhat of a huge change in incentivized NIL for players who are hitting certain benchmarks. The guy feels like I'm leading a program that has been desolate and irrelevant to a high level of success. I need to be compensated and paid in an adequate manner. I'm out here risking my life. I'm out here not being able to have a normal collegiate experience. I can't party, can't hang out, right? Their schedules are so strict, risking his body. So yeah, I need to be paid if people are out here getting paid, especially when I'm performing far better than most other quarterbacks in the nation.
Yeah, definitely feel like it's going to be a stain on that program because people are leaving now. And again, get it in writing. I am curious, though, to see how it's going to affect Sluka's career. Is he going to be able to go to a top program if they feel like maybe he's drama, or maybe he's going to just up and leave if he's not getting what he's asking for or something like that? So I hope that it doesn't affect him in the long run, but I do feel like it's going to affect UNLV because guys are not going to come there if y'all are offering people money and then you don't get it.
The one thing I know about sports is if you're talented, there's always a position for you. We just saw Kareem Hunt get brought back to the Kansas City Chiefs this week. So it doesn't matter what you really do off the field. As long as on the field you're able to produce, which Sluka was doing, there'll be a program out there that's going to welcome him with open arms and make sure they have a nice big fat check waiting on him. Because now his brand is even bigger because of this. Now people are going to want to follow those eyeballs. Eyeballs create marketing opportunities. And so he is, to be completely honest, he is a cash cow for a program that maybe is not a Power 5, but an up-and-coming program. You never know what this opportunity can do for Sluka and another university. Y'all let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did Matthew Sluka do what's best for him, or did he just put a huge dent in his athletic career?